Welcome to the Opinionated Prepper. I'm Steve. You know, I have to start off, I need to share something that did my heart a little bit good. I was just thumbing through some YouTube videos, you know, those creepy and kooky and scary TikToks that'll leave you questioning reality. I don't know the name of the young lady. I enjoy watching her. I guess maybe I should subscribe to the channel. But it's a good thing. She seems to have a Christian background and she's fairly entertaining. But this video came on and it was explaining what shellac is, and it was showing that they have lac resin or something painted on the vegetables, on the fruits and stuff that we eat. And she was kind of freaked out. She was everything. You know, and she said, she looked and she said, I can't say you, I'll say we. It's our own fault. If we were to grow our own food, then we would be in control of what is put in it and what is put on it, and we would know what we're eating. So grow your own food, people, and if you don't, then it's your own fault about what you eat. I admire that and I commend that, and it did my heart good because there was a young lady, and she probably late teens, early 20s, maybe mid 20s, that shared a prepper mentality and shared a conservative mentality and shared a mentality of grow your own, eat healthy, you'll have a better body and a better future and stuff. And this is what we try to impress on so many levels. And there's so many homesteads and preppers and so many channels out there that are urging people, if you can grow your own, grow your own. If you cannot grow your own, buy local from places that do grow their own. So I'm really glad. I applaud that young lady. Thank you very much. You gave me a little bit of hope. Not a lot, but a little bit. But I want to get into the subject for today. I'm recording this Tuesday evening for Wednesday because I have things to do. But I was speculating and I kind of threw a question out there. And if you don't mind, give me your opinion down in the comments below. But an article came out just a little bit ago for me, so you guys watching it, it would be yesterday. Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced Tuesday that he was ordering House Republicans to move ahead with an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. Yay! Where were these people a long time ago when we were saying before he even got hired to go into the office? You know, when the people that actually control the election process say, we choose you. Where were these people? It's not like it's any new information. You know, I know people that have been talking about it since before the sham election took place. But he said, today I'm directing our House committee to open a formal impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden, President-in-Chief. Remember, if you looked into my earlier video, President-in-Chief, President-in-Seat, President-in-Cheat. But I digress. McCarthy said at the U.S. Capitol in a short formal statement he did not take questions from reporters. Well, that was probably about the smartest thing you could do because you're in a room full of liberals. McCarthy previously indicated there would be a full House vote for an impeachment inquiry, as has happened in the past, but as of Tuesday, he didn't appear to have the votes to open one. A spokesperson for McCarthy tells ABC News that McCarthy is not expected to hold a vote to launch the impeachment inquiry Tuesday. He signaled a Biden impeachment inquiry for weeks, in part to placate GOP hardliners, which is true. We got in earlier about how people are pressuring them and he's saying your job's on the line, in order to obtain bank records and other documents from Biden and his son Hunter. Now that'll be fun. This logical next step will give our committees the full power to gather the full facts and answers for the American public. Well, we already have the answers, but everybody's ignoring the answers. We have the facts, but everybody's ignoring the facts. We know that he's a treasonous, cowardice son of a bitch, and his son is a drug-addicted waste of life, but everybody's ignoring that. He said on Tuesday, that's exactly what we want to know, the answers. You already know the answers, man. Quit playing. I believe the president would want to answer these questions and allegations as well. Well, if you remember, he did answer them. He answered them when Trump asked them at the debates, and he said, it's a lie. Where am I? He's not going to tell the truth, man. Come on. McCarthy said House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, I like that guy, and the House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Jason Smith will lead the inquiry. I like Jordan because he's just fun to watch. He really is. He trashes these people and he don't care. And I like that because I trash people and I don't care. If you're a douchebag, you're a douchebag and you're not going to get any respect from me. House Republicans have been investigating for months, try years, alleged ties implicating Biden in his son's business dealings, but have so far have not been able to prove any wrong. Wow, I tried to say that with a straight face. They can't prove any wrongdoings by the president. Yeah, because Pedo Pete is a good pseudonym. McCarthy said House Republicans during the... man, take two. McCarthy... man, I just can't help it. That is some of the funniest stuff that I've heard all day. McCarthy said House Republicans during the August recess uncovered serious and credible allegation into President Biden's conduct. They only discovered it in August? Wow. You know, I think some normal, regular, basically intelligent people need to run for office. We really do. Pinball was talking about where is Gen X? We went from boomers to millennials. Where's the Gen X representation? I agree with that 100% and I endorse this message. Get a Gen Xer in there that's never liked the man, that will never conform or comply, will call everybody out, and will give three craps what anybody has to say about it. They will do what needs to be done. You know, I've always been of the belief that a person seeking power doesn't deserve to have it. That leaders, some people are born leaders, but they don't go out seeking to be leaders. Other people have power and leadership and greatness thrust upon them. So you know what? Find somebody that you think would make a good representative for us and urge them, back them up, and push them into the position, because we need some good people. Will it change the nation? No. Is he pretty much signing his own warrant? Yeah, pretty much. But if you have somebody that just wants to do the right thing and get things right, they're not going to care. They're also not going to have anything in their background to be blackmailed with. You know, it's hard to extort somebody that just doesn't give a damn if anybody knows he did something or not. I did not make this decision lightly. No, he didn't, because he doesn't want to make enemies, but he wants to keep his job. Speaker McCarthy added, regardless of your party or who you voted for, these facts concern all Americans. They concerned all Americans before they were suppressed and before people went to the voting booth. Like that did any good anyway. White House spokesperson Ian Sams responded to McCarthy's call for a formal impeachment inquiry into Biden. House Republicans have been investigating the president for 9 months, and they've turned up no evidence or wrongdoing. They must be the most inept, stupid, Inspector Clouseau, Barney Fife, sons of bitches that's ever walked the face of this earth if they couldn't find any wrongdoing. How about they found tons of wrongdoing, but their handlers told them that them or their family would be in danger if they went ahead with it. That would be more believable than this load of toilet paper. I can't even go on reading this stuff. I can't. I mean, it's funny and it's infuriating all at the same time. You show just how gullible the American people are if they believe this nonsense, this bunch of hogwash, and how arrogant politicians and mainstream media think they are because they think people are going to believe it. It's not that I don't think anybody believes it. I think most people are just so broke down that they don't care anymore, which is also a shame. But I have a little question for you, a poll, if you would. And if you will, put it down in the comments section or something. And while you're down there, do me a favor, give me a like and a share and a subscribe. I'm being a little bit controversial in my last few. Because you know what? If I get banned, I'll move over to Rumble. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not getting paid. I have no affiliates, so I don't have to worry about getting booted off. Since I didn't plan on doing this for the money aspect in the first place, it's not like I have to bend over and pull a Barry O slurping on somebody to remain on air. Sorry. But either which way, I don't care, one way or the other. If I get banned, I'll find another spot. If I can't find another social platform, I'll continue to do what I did in the past before a month ago when I started this, and I'll just shout it from the rooftops for anybody willing to hear, and I'll go out and be on a soapbox. I don't care. But I'm being more controversial because more controversial things are coming up. And I'm tired of people just averting their eyes and plugging their ears and saying, la, 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 I wonder what's on TV. I'm tired of it. The people that want to know, and they have a right to know. And the people that don't know, but they suspect, they need to hear. So, to all the people in the YouTube algorithm and all the people right now that are trying to beep, 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 and get on that censor button, go beep yourself. I don't give a damn. But either which way, I've got a question. Back in '89, Gerald Ford was answering this sweet little girl that wants to know what his advice would be for a little girl that wants to grow up to be president. Now, we know that little girl was not Hillary Clinton, especially in '89, unless it was 1889, which it may have been, because I think all of them are vampires. I'm kidding, but I wouldn't be surprised to find out. But he went on. You can check the video because it's making its rounds online. But he laid everything out. He said, in my opinion, what I suspect is a female will become vice president. She'll be put in that office and she'll be put in that place. And then during the presidency of the elected president, he will become unalive. And then the female vice president will take charge. And that will open the door for the next election, and a female will be elected president fairly, I assure you. It's all fair. The most secure elections in the world. They're not fake at all, ladies and gentlemen. But because of the vice president being made president, apparently it'll show that we're ready for it. And the next president to be duly elected will be a female. And then he said, and then men, watch out, because we'll never get that position again. A little while back, I just saw the video, I don't know how long ago it was, but there was a man speaking at a Turning Point rally, a Turning Point speech, press conference, whatever you want to call it, lecture. And he said that Biden will not be the nominee for this election. DNC has already chosen Mike Obama to be the female nominee, and she will win. That something will happen and Biden will step down, or he'll go away, or he'll be found something, and Horseface Harris will become president for a little bit, and then God help us. It's not only that she's inept and completely foolish, but I just can't stand hearing that cackle. I don't like seeing the face. I try to mute it and switch it both at the same time and hit that remote button every time I see her, because I know it's just going to be something said that just falls out of her mouth that leaves me dumber than what I was before I heard her speak. So I try to change the channel. But I digress. Good Lord help us if she becomes acting president-in-chief. But that will open the door, and it will put Mike as the first female president. And I started thinking, maybe does all of this in the last few years alphabet mafia agenda, where we are forced to accept one category of person dressing and trying their best to act like another category, and it being pushed on our children, and the alphabet mafia agenda as a whole, and not all of the people, because I know a lot of gay men and a lot of gay women, a lot of gay people, we'll just say that, are speaking out against this agenda, especially towards our kids. And they say it's disgusting, it's terrible, they want nothing to do with it, and they want the T of the alphabet separated. They don't want to be associated with the T because it's heinous. But do you think maybe we have all of this stuff thrust upon us to try and make it mainstream because we're about to have a T in the office? And maybe all of these brand new facts that come to light about Barry O's lifestyle is to bring it out into the open and to almost kind of have a victimhood mentality for his husband, for his wife Mike, for his wife Michelle, to where it's okay. You've already had a homosexual in office with a T first lady, and you didn't even know it, and they did a good job. Many people would beg to differ, but they did a good job. Look, the world didn't crumble. Again, many people would beg to differ, but what would be the big deal now? You know, and in all honesty, I mean, if you had a president and first man, and then you had a female vice president and a second man, and then you had a president and a first man, the T president, you can say what you want, because I'm not dead naming here. And I'm so ashamed of myself for actually knowing that term. But it's been thrust upon me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a victim. But I wonder that. I wonder if, you know, maybe there's some things like a file from a guy that accidentally unalived himself in prison, that maybe kept a book, and, you know, other things related to that, that maybe the president-in-chief has to secure his livelihood. And instead of him becoming not breathing, he just is found either mentally deficient, which we all know, or corrupt, which we all know, or, like he stated, if the VP disagrees with him and if their views change, he'll just step down and let her be president. He'll say that he got a sickness. You know, it would be a shame if the First Lady, Dr. Jill, gave the sneeze, sniffle, cough, cough to her husband and he needed to step down and not do it anymore. Or it would be terrible for the corruption that's only allegations, because no proof has been found, and my tired fingers are getting tired from all of the air quotes that I'm having to do, because it's all a bunch of bullcrap. It would be a shame if he stepped down, if he resigned. I don't think they'll let him get impeached. He needs to go gracefully off into the sunset, riding a bicycle that he will soon fall over on. But it brings in old horseface Harris, which would bring in another Obama to have a fourth Obama term. But this time it will be a he, she, be able to take the weave off, be able to take the wig off. Wasn't she the one that was talking about not liking it because African American women couldn't have their natural hair in public because it's not dignified. In a professional situation, they need to go and get their hair done and altered. Well, he, she will be able to pull that wig off, get in a wife beater, flex those arms and those shoulders, and we can see Barry for what he truly is. You know, I mean, he let every other nation in the world, and he let the nation that started with an I and ends with Islam bend him right over that freaking Oval Office chair. So in public, we would at least know that the First Lady man was doing it too. But that's just a thought. It's a speculation. It's an opinion. So if you don't mind, leave it down in the comments. Let me know what your opinion is. Do you think maybe all of this is for such a time as this? And the impeachment inquiry that is long overdue, that shouldn't even exist because he shouldn't even be in office. He's not in office. He's busy on the beach somewhere. But he shouldn't even have the title that people are giving him. You know, I kind of look at it as in a placeholder, but you know, like one of those, you know, when a celebrity goes to a college and they give them an honorary doctorate, an honorary PhD, and they never even went to the college or anything like that. They just gave enough money and they know people of influence and they gave a speech, so they became a PhD recipient. And all, I kind of look at it like that, because they know there's little asterisks next to that title to where they know that it's not a real title, it's just honorary. That's kind of how I see that now. And it's the way I see it going forward. The title is not going to be a duly elected title. It's going to have a little asterisk, and it's going to say honorary. But again, that's just my belief. If we even have an election at all. You know, I think if he steps down and Horseface gets in, I think there will be an election, especially if you see Mike saying that he's going to run. You know, and then, boom, gets to pull off the wig and finally gets to say, "Here I am." In that nice, deep, regular voice that we know she has. And Obama gets to start talking with a lisp and saying, "I'm here, I'm queer, I'm going nowhere." Just the way we know he does. But again, just my opinion. It's the opinionated prepper. If you agree with me, give me a like. Give me a share if you think it's a little bit funny. If you think it'll make somebody's day, subscribe, because sooner or later I will have another itch and a thorn in my bunch, and my panties will get wadded, and I'll vent like this again. But God willing, we'll see you tomorrow.